So this video is for if you guys have a pump issue. So especially if we built a pond for you, you're most likely getting this video sent to you, mainly for the fact of your pump is out, now what do I do? So you want to go ahead and check, obviously, the pump. So the first thing you're going to do is, of course, I'm sorry, mine is running here. We're going to pretend it's not. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come find where that pump is plugged in at. Here at the shop, we've got probably 1,000 things plugged in, so I'm not sure if you would have the same. So my first thing is I'm trying to find one of my wireless receivers, because I believe this is a wireless receiver pond. So I unplug this, and yes, that turned it off. So that's the first thing, obviously, is to go ahead and do that. And actually, the first thing you might want to check is, okay, if the pump is not running, one of our first techniques is just to make sure the outlet's working. When we come out to check these things, a lot of times we're checking with a voltmeter. That's one of the first things we're going to do. If nothing is running whatsoever, the pump is just not running, you felt the pump, it's not vibrating, nothing is happening, no activity whatsoever, the first thing you want to do is check if the outlet's actually working, okay? Because we've had a lot of times where we come out and the outlet just need to be reset. So one of the easiest ways to do that is just plug in the phone charger next to your bed, bring that out, plug that in. I'm charging here, so at least now I know my outlet's working. So that's step one. Okay, step two, we've already unplugged the pump, but one of the cool things about the adjustable flow, so number one, know if you have an adjustable flow pump, it's gonna come with what's called a receiver, okay? This receiver, this is the old one. A lot of you guys that have the newer pumps will not see this. You'll see one that has a digital screen on it, plus and a minus, and that's what's allowing you to go ahead and go from like 4,000 to 8,000 or so. So the first thing you wanna do is just kind of do a visual inspection. So number one, this all looks good, and you wanna go ahead and make sure that that cord is either plugged in or not, because sometimes a landscaper, maintenance guy might have stepped on something and that had fallen out. Typically, it looks like our screw fell off. Typically, that's going to be hung up. So if that gets pulled out, that's why your pump's not running. So you just want to make sure, visually make sure that that's plugged in. It can also come a little loose. So just make sure it's all the way in there. Give it a good shove in. All right, so now that we know, we still know, okay, pump's not working, the next thing you want to do is just a visual check. Sometimes just unplugging and plugging it in, there might be something kind of clogged in there. Next step is if you're having a skimmer or a pump issue, so go ahead and actually get your filter basket out, get your filter pad out, and just take the pump out. So if this is something you don't want to do at home, of course we offer this as a service to come fix, but it's as easy as this one little turn valve right here, this guy right here. Okay, this is the check valve. So if I undo this, all the water from the biofall is going to end up in the skimmer, which is okay. You just don't want to have that for extended period of time. The reason it's here is so it keeps the water in the biofall, allowing, so you see all that water flooding out? That's okay. That's not a leak or anything like that. That's just all the water from gravity coming back into the pond, okay? So this allows you an easy to get this pulled out. Okay, I think this is perfect. We didn't actually script this, but here is a good example. This pump was running just fine, but here's a good example of what could be a start of a problem. Okay, this lid comes off. Once you've gotten this guy off, you can see there's quite a bit of debris that has collected around what's called the intake. Okay, so what's cool is this guy also just unscrews. This is all stuff you can do by hand. You don't need any tools. So this guy unscrews, so he's starting to collect a lot of stuff around him. But the one thing you're gonna check, and please, pump has to be off, is the impeller. Does it freely spin? Right, so there's some stuff in there, but does that thing actually freely spin? Okay, yes it does, okay? And then from here, you can go ahead and plug the pump back in. If you get it, and John, just keep peeking at that, because if I plug it in, you're gonna see that impeller start spinning. So pump is working, okay? If you've gone through all that and the pump is not spinning, the impeller's not spinning, and the electric's not off, there's a good chance that pump has something really wrong with it. So just remember, all these pumps that we install for pond customers, if it's an AquaSurge, it comes with a 3-year manufacturer warranty, okay? So within the first year, we would come out for free and do all of this stuff for you if something went wrong. After that, it's a service charge for us, but if you have the ability to take the pump out, you don't have to do all that. You can bring it to the store, we'll check it, we might find, oh, You just got a rock stuck in the impeller. Easy. Go home, you're set back up. Otherwise, we just have to send it off for a warranty. You can purchase a new one and then we credit it back for you. Once it's gone through the the warranty process, we have to send it up to all the way up to Chicago. But that's as easy as that. So that's pretty much all you need to know about your pump. Most of the time, if the pump is not broken, it's gonna be something very simple with an outlet. I would say 25% of the time we get out there and it's just the outlet that's not working. And sometimes we can't do anything about that. That's gonna be something with your electric. It could be a GFI, okay? So out here, let's see. So I have one. It's actually a good thing to show you guys. So on the GFI, you have a spot that says test. If you press that, the reset button pops out. You hit the reset button and it turns it back on. All it is, if there's water that gets and touches something, this is an easy way for the whole circuit just to go poop off, right? And it could be as easy as just that's the problem, is that your GFI is tripped and you don't have any power. So that little phone charger thing is your lifesaver, because you'll save yourself a lot of time not having to worry about us coming out. It's a very easy fix. 25% of the time, that's the issue.